Welcome back to the ongoing series Clear the Fog with the Santa Cruz County Business Council. Today we sit down with Claire Fliesler from the City of Santa Cruz Transportation Department, who's going to talk to us about parking in downtown Santa Cruz.
My name is Claire Fliesler and I'm the Transportation Planner for the City of Santa Cruz. One of the unique things about our downtown is that we have a shared parking model where all of our public parking in the downtown is supplied by the city. We're able to have lower parking requirements because the city does provide that parking. The demand for parking in our downtown is expected to increase mainly because we're going to be adding land use demand downtown. Our city council has a strategic goal to entitle 500 to 600 housing units in the downtown in the next 2 years to address our regional housing crisis. And then we also know that in our development pipeline, we have around 700 housing units in the next 10 years. We are currently considering a mixed-use library garage project that may include some other uses such as office or housing. And this could add a small number of parking spaces downtown. Without this project, we will be losing about 369 spaces downtown. Transportation demand management is the act of providing different ways for people to get around that are not the single occupant vehicle. Programs that we offer in the city of Santa Cruz right now are our recently rolled out bike share program, 250 electric jump bikes available for everyone in the city to use, bike and pedestrian infrastructure, as well as education programs, and then encouragement programs. So we're looking at revamping holistically our overall fee structure for parking in the downtown. We're looking to sunset the deficiency fee 20% a year over the next 5 years. We're looking to switch the total cost of parking to user fees. So what that would do for our monthly parking permits is we would incrementally increase the cost of those. This brings the cost of a parking permit on par with the cost of a monthly transit pass. So people are making a real financial choice whether they're going to drive and park downtown or whether they're going to choose another mode. There is not a realistic solution to being able to use transportation demand management to get out of the parking deficiency that we are seeing coming in the coming years. TDM is part of our ongoing solution. Our parking fee structure that we're proposing includes an increase to our TDM budget specific to downtown of $300,000 per year, which we are planning to use to meet people where they are, while also accommodating the need that we have for parking downtown for employees, residents, and customers to our businesses downtown. When we were looking at how we could move forward with a library project in the downtown that met the needs of the library system for a 21st century library, at the same time that we had a need to expand our parking supply downtown so that we could consolidate parking and have a more vibrant, robust, livable downtown, it made a lot of sense to be able to have some of the shared costs going together, and then also to have a really, really great anchor tenant. Really allows us to get rid of a lot of our surface parking lots that we have, which are a really inefficient use of land downtown. In consolidating into a structured facility, we can use those existing surface lots for really interesting mixed-use buildings, more housing for our community, continue to have a vibrant downtown, in particular in the southern portion of Pacific Avenue. For affordable housing projects in particular, if you can provide the parking off-site, so if the affordable housing development could then buy into that public supply that we have via an in-lieu fee, that same development footprint, rather than to provide all that parking on site, they can use that space for housing. It gets a larger number of housing units, it gets them at a more affordable construction rate then they can be offered more affordably to the community. People are against the garage coming from a place of really caring about the environment, caring about climate change and greenhouse gas emissions. But I believe there's a lot of information that's missing from that narrative, and that consolidating into a structured parking facility downtown to enable growth to occur downtown is the most smart land use decision that we could make. Directing growth to our downtown and consolidating it here enables people to walk to many of their daily needs, to minimize their car trips, to minimize their vehicle miles traveled, to reduce their overall emissions, and is really the friendliest place to our environment, the most location efficient location that we have in town that you could choose to intensify and grow.
This has been another episode of the Santa Cruz County Business Council's ongoing series Clear the Fog, where we took a look at local issues affecting Santa Cruz County and dispel some common myths. Today's episode was about downtown parking. If you like what you saw, please continue to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or give us a subscribe here on YouTube.